April of 2022 was when I came down with COVID. I was expecting to have to battle COVID-19 for at least 2 weeks, maybe 3, and that's the way it turned out. So I was actually relieved once I got through to May, about a week after I'd recovered, to find that I was back to normal. So straight back to work. June, July and August, 3 lung infections. And the third one was so severe that it hospitalised me and I had to go on a second dose of antibiotics because the first dose wasn't strong enough. And then September came along. I flew to Sydney for work, was flat out for the entire week. I came home. I remember on the Saturday I went to my mum and dad's place and I lay down on their living room floor, put a foam roller behind my head and just lay there and watch TV, and I've got that feeling again. So I took a week off work thinking, let's let the body rest and recuperate. Well, it didn't. It took another week. And about that stage, so late September 2022, I went back to my chronic fatigue specialist, and his opinion was I'd started to develop long COVID or COVID-19 all the way back in April, plus the lung infections through June, July and August had contributed to my chronic fatigue exacerbating. And it was his advice to come off the dexamphetamine for 3 months, just to let the body settle and not be feeling fight or flight. So October, November, December, not on any dexamphetamine. Like, it's a nightmare. I'm that tired. We get to 2023, January, the new year. The specialist says, okay, let's wean back on dex, starting just with the 1, back up to 2, up to 3, and up to 4, and just see if that starts to make any difference. Well, I did that over the course of 10 weeks or so, and I was still exhausted. And you can't help but just feeling that, like I had with Edronax stopping, that what options am I left with now? Well, there was one that actually the GP suggested, and when I raised it again at a follow-up meeting with the CFS physician, he said, let's give it a shot.